can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it...
Well, Coach, to be predicted this time of year, it is a cold and windy night in downtown Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. That ball complete to Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's got the...
Yes, sir.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It sound good. Hold on, I'm about to go to party chat real quick. This nigga Wilt hit me up. Yo. Nigga. Can you hear me?
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
I like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yo. Nah, you good.
The Charger drive about
you see me with the pick, though. Pick six.
To be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting?
That shit delayed as hell.
With the coaching staff, but they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start.
I got some for that week
we
shit.
still got some time, and they plan on putting it together. Formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On first down, Hines. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. On 3rd down.
No, sir.
And he won't be close to a first.
Hey, you can still hear me?
Runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Complete.
Come on now.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Go. Recon, 132 fighter.
Back to throw here. And able to find Dorsett. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Drake. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Fresno. Hey, orbit.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. On 1st and goal, Drake.
Give me that.
And he'll get in.
Hey, Leak, cuz.
Baltimore.
Leak.
Kenyon Drake is a...
All right, I'm back.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with him prior to. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script
We sniffing that out.
They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Hit, bro.
At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Here's Hines, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Regular. Hey, Charlie. Hurry.
On second down now, it's Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Run. Let's go, defense. Two jet bombers. Here we go.
Throwing, Mayfield, it's caught.
A little quick-ass pass, man.
He's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Akers, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. This is Hines. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That was some
They're able to
bullshit.
convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Hines. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's in for
Oh,
a Charger
shit,
touchdown. Braxton Berrios, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's checking crack.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
59.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throw left side complete to Isabella. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
180. Watch out. Hey, 133. Quick. Check. Switch on, travel. Check three. I got it.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Mayfield now from the 50. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's an elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 5. The Fines door set. It's complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
General West. HP Gator. Watch the slide. Check nipple.
First and 10.
Hey, look three.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hey, high 7. Lead grip.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Under strike 3. 218, chop 5.
Running, it's Dre. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
And the big fella stuffed out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, Akers. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 41, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. From the 24, Mayfield into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 8. Dorsett's got it. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dorsett making the catch. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, you know, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Bro, what, bro?
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's with extra confidence as well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. This is Grant. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 45 on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, it's out. Smith it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
King. Hurry. Watch two. Hey, defense.
Mayfield off the play fake.
Bro, catch the pick, bro.
It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Bro, come on with this weak fake.
Shot that's complete,
and
he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Right back to Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Watch that 61, matchbox lights. Put up. Put up.
On first down, it's Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down now, it's Drake, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. Drake stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he's got room. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
Fuck out of here.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield on play action. Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Regular. Two, Mike. Hey, Delta. Hey.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for QT. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
I guess it doesn't matter when the Chiefs switch over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last shot from Mayfield here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. With any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial.